As a toddler, Kaylan was very rambunctious. She had no fear. She climbed on everything, always wanted to go higher and faster. She had a thirst for adventure. And yet she also had such a sweet side. If I scolded her for something, I can remember her asking me, "Mama, are you happy at me?" She was always concerned if someone was upset with her. That was Kaylan. Tender-hearted, sensitive, and always wanting to make people happy. When the girls were teenagers, we went on a trip to New Orleans to help people after Hurricane Katrina. One day while Kaylan was on the top of the ladder, helping to hang scaffolding, I walked over to check on her. She looked down at me and beamed. "Mama, this is it. This is what I want to do. I want to help people. I'm so happy." She jumped out of an airplane, she dove off cliffs and into caves, and she hiked miles of mountains. And each adventure was happier than the last. Her friends described Kaylan as a life force because she had a larger-than-life presence. And she was the best hugger. More times than I can count, whenever she entered the room, she'd run and scoop up whomever she was after, and then she'd just hug the stuffing out of them. If I learned anything from Kaylan in the short time I was blessed to watch her live, it was that she was happiest when others were happy, genuinely happy. And if they weren't, she sensed it, and she would do everything she could to make them smile again. I found a quote among many of her journals. "Wherever I go, you'll find me with a smile." A truer statement was never made. Happiness first. That is the mantra that I believe Kaylan lived and breathed by. It's what mattered to her most. When her dad, Keith, and I sat by her hospital bed, with the nurses preparing us for her last breaths, a man walked in. He explained that Kaylan was an organ donor, and her final wish was to share the gift of life with others. At first I was so furious, I remember chasing him out of the room. How dare he talk to me about donating my daughter's organs, when there she was, still with us and still alive. Soon though, after Kaylan's breathing had regulated, her dad and I sat next to her, holding her warm hand, quietly crying. I said aloud, "Is this it? Is this the last moment we will have with our beautiful girl? Is this the end of Kaylan forever?" And I cried even harder. I didn't want to let go. It was too soon. She had so much more life to live, and so much more happiness to share with this world. Finally, her dad whispered, "If this was her wish, we should honor it." And after some time, I agreed. Our breathtaking, untouchable, and treasured young daughter spent her whole life helping others to be happy. We're not at all surprised that she wanted her last act in this world to be about bringing joy and happiness to others, complete strangers, by donating her organs so that they could live the full, long life she no longer could. How could we, who loved her so much, deny her this last wish? Kaylan, who left this world far too early, just before her 25th birthday, gave the gift of life and happiness to 8 people, and to those that loved them dearly. That's what I want others to remember about Kaylan. What she had wanted them to remember. That happiness matters in this too busy to put down your phone to spend time together laughing world. Life can end in the blink of an eye. So jump out of the airplane, take that trip to Peru, and live your life the way you would choose. And if you dare, embrace happiness first, the way that Kaylan did. We created this happiness first bracelet and necklace so that we could honor her and know how important it is to put happiness and joy first. We invite you to consider becoming an organ donor and to consider giving in honor of those whose happiness you treasure. Just click the link below to become an organ donor. And although our Kaylan is gone, and we will never feel the love of her squeeze or hugs again here on this earth, It makes us happy and gives us comfort to know the joy Kaylan shared through the gift of organ donation, and is our deepest honor to continue helping Kaylan spread happiness first to you and to those you love. A portion of the proceeds will be donated to organ donation education and awareness through Washington Regional Transplant Community.